Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is staying safe, healthy and doing well during this difficult time everyone is going through globally. With that said, I do also hope you are taking this time to really work on yourself, to discover all the great things you have to offer yourself and to the world, which is something I will be talking about more this week. But for now, I wanted to do a few videos that are as a result of the great comments left on my last video. Some of you just made great comments that made me think. Others had requests of great topic ideas that made me think heavily as well. Today the first comment was surrounded around how the narcissist can smell your fear and what that might mean for you, especially during this global problem we are having and beyond. As I've mentioned before, like many others, narcissists are similar to a great white shark. They very stealthily hunt for their food. And as this commenter adds to this, they can smell the smallest drop of blood in the water. And the narcissist is truly like this. You see, as talked about before, the narcissist, though they can take down someone from a well-adjusted family, someone with a great support system. That is, if this person has something the narcissist really wants, such as lots of money, power, status, and property. But that being said, the narcissist's target or food of choice is much like the great white shark. They love to go after the pups, or someone that isn't quite developed and doesn't know how to handle such situations, or someone that is damaged. For the shark it makes the hunting effortless and easy, and lessens the chance that they will come out with damage to themselves. And the narcissist hunts this type of prey for the same reasons. But let's look at these facts. They can smell a drop of blood in the water. And what the narcissist does with this? As pointed out in the comment, you see, narcissists love to create problems and then come along and fix them. Or if there is a problem that naturally happens, where there is a flood, a sickness, or other bad happenings, the narcissist will scan, like we've talked about before. They will scan for those that seem lost, helpless, and those that need help. Even if it's emotional help. Especially emotional help. And it can also go the other way. Just so you are aware. They can pretend to be in need and scared and all of that. So a good-natured person will run up to rescue them. It's truly a crazy mental game with these individuals. And this is why you must be on your guard. Like the Most High teaches us. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. Because we might be in a situation where someone does something nice for us. Great. Or we might do something nice for someone as well. But throughout all of this, we must be able to have eyes to see and ears to hear. We must be able to discern what is happening or what has happened in a given situation. Because these narcissists will use your fear as a way to get a foothold into your life. And to pretend they have your best interests at heart. You know, I've talked to people before, where they said, they had this or that problem going on in their life. They didn't know what they were going to do as a result. And they were fearful of the outcome. And all of a sudden this person came along seemingly having all of the answers. And either they got ripped off by this person in the end, or this person did indeed help. But they used this as a way to love bomb this person to gain their trust. So then months later, when they let their mask slip, they were already bonded to this narcissist, and letting go wasn't so easy. This is why having boundaries and controlling your fear is important. Have you ever heard? If you are walking in a bad neighborhood, first thing, Put any valuable away and out of sight that you might have. Even a cell phone. Because believe it or not, you can be targeted in a bad neighborhood for just that. But also, and this is key, walk like you aren't afraid. Shoulders back. Maybe squint your eyes like you're upset at something. And stroll right on past. Now you might be really scared. But you aren't showing it. Now this is by no means a perfect solution to such a problem. But it's what many suggest. Because it oftentimes works. And the reason it works is the criminals that are in a bad neighborhood look for opportunity. Meaning you have something they want. Like a cell phone. Or something they see value in. And the other thing. Just like the shark. And just like the narcissist. They look for prey they deem to be weaker than them. And one that can't fight back. Because they want to limit the damage that can possibly be done to them during their criminal interactions. Now the first thing is, don't go to a bad neighborhood you have no business being in. But I'm just using this as an example. Because sometimes, we do our best to avoid bad situations. But sadly we find ourselves in not the best situations and then we have to figure out what's the best way to handle them. This is why walking around telling everyone how scared you are is only going to draw narcissists. Fear is a real thing. And it's something you can express to someone you know for a fact won't judge you or use you. But when you're out and about, and dealing with new people, or even people you've been around for a while but you haven't vetted them to know for sure, telling them how scared you are about what is going on, is like people splashing in the water and some of them having cuts. I think in one of the Jaws movies, they said, it's like ringing the dinner bell. You have to know. Your words and your emotions are constantly being scanned by narcissists and other toxic people out there. And they have a game for everything they see that they deem to have narcissistic supply behind it. So the best way for a narcissist to pass you by is if they scan you and they see strength and boundaries. They might talk to you, and you aren't giving answers they can chew on and use. I'm doing good. It's a little rough but we'll get through it. Oh, did you prepare and get stocked up? A little bit. A little bit. You see, you are answering the questions. And being friendly but at the same time not telling your business. And not revealing how you truly feel. Because look, everyone I think with a rational mind is a bit scared. Because there are a lot of unknowns this week. And I think it's okay to carefully state that. But it should be backed up with. But hey, we are strong. We'll get through this. If you just come apart and talk about how you're a nervous wreck, the narcissist scanner will lock on you with flashing red lights. And their con game will start. You will think you've met a wonderful friend that wants to be there during your time of need. But in reality they just want you to learn to trust them. So when their mask slips, and they start mistreating you to get that narcissistic supply, you won't let go. Like stated in this comment, fear does open the door to the narcissist in your life. I've talked about before. There was a video with a lady talking about how she's a narcissist and how she scans for targets. And it's truly amazing. They look at everything. But if you show you are okay, even though you might be struggling a little bit, the narcissist might pass you by. It reminds me again of one of those Jaws movies. I think there was a scene when the chief's son was so scared he was in shock that he wasn't moving at all in the water. And because he was so still, the shark just swam right by him. Because he wasn't splashing around like a prey item, it saved his life. And by you and I not acting like the narcissist favorite food items, they might just pass us by and leave us alone. Fear, ladies and gentlemen. Fear. Fear is a powerful emotion. Fear is important because it makes you want to survive. And I believe the Most High gave it to us for that reason. And too much of it in different situations can either bring the wrong people in your life, or prevent you from reaching great life goals. And I think fear in the terms of your life in general is something I would like to explore more about. Such as in terms of creating a good life. Versus those that are fearful to even try or to start their life journey. Because the narcissist in your life at the end of the day will make you scared to even hang a towel in the restroom. For fear of doing it wrong. And if you've had that happen to you, trust and know. You might still be walking around with that type of fear all over you, and another narcissist will see it and become attracted into your life. This is where we hear. You keep on attracting narcissists. It's fear. We've been destroyed so far down by either our parent or parents. Or a so-called friend. Or someone we were dating or married to. We carry these fears around with us they instilled in us. Even after they are long gone out of our lives. It's like the evil gift that keeps going on and on in our life. And whatever that tick that we have is. The narcissists can see it. Maybe we are insecure about something about ourselves, such as our looks. Maybe we think we don't have enough knowledge about something. And that scares us. Or maybe we just are scared to have another friend or relationship again. Or maybe we are just scared about random things at random times. With all that being said, being scared and having fear is natural. It makes you normal. It lets you know you have a healthy balance in your life. But in order to make that healthy balance truly healthy, you have to know how to control that fear. How to channel it to make you want to survive. How to stroll with your shoulders back so when you're scanned by these narcissists, they won't see a target or narcissistic supply. But because you got passed by once, they can scan you again. So this is why working on yourself is so important. You see, though narcissists can and do take down well-adjusted people, the reason why they have a little bit more of a difficult time with such a person is these people might have been told growing up to trust your sister or your brother or your mom or your dad. You can trust them with your fears and shortcomings. But don't tell outsiders such information unless they really earn it. And the reason why is, these good parents know there are evil toxic people in the world. They might not know the term narcissist. But they know these evil toxic people will smile in your face. And use this information to suck the life force right from you. And sadly, because we didn't have that kind of family, we are looking for anyone we can share our fears with. And to that I say, this is where reality needs to kick in. If you do that, expect to be used. Sadly I say, expect to be used. Because telling this person how afraid you are, and that person how unsure you are, eventually will catch the eyes and ears of a narcissist. Just like in the Jaws movie. It's like ringing the dinner bell. But with that said, you should find a healthy outlet for your emotions. For me, I have these videos. It helps me get a lot off of my chest. And though it helps many people out there, it also helps me too. And it allows me to mature and grow in my life journey and discovery process. I also have only a couple of friends I might tell my fears to, because they have been vetted over the years. But even then, I ask myself, is that something I can work on by myself? I at least ask that question. Because one thing that most of us narcissist survivors can be oversharers at times. Which is the narcissist's favorite. So before I'm about ready to blurt out something, I ask myself, how is that going to add value by doing so? And is it something I can work on myself? Even if it's with one of these great friends. And little by little I've been able to work on my fears in private and in quiet. Along with praying to the Most High. Now there have been instances where it was too much to bear. And my good friend was there for me. As I've been there for them. But this is something I was still mindful of. And after the fact, I noticed. Nothing about our relationship changed. And I think that is key. If you are already in such a situation, you've expressed how scared you are. Let's say about what is happening in the world right now. And someone as a result has entered your life to be your friend. Let's just say to help you get through the hard times. Okay. Fair enough. Put on your eyes and ears and watch. Enjoy the friendship for what it is. And maybe it will last a lifetime. But if that mask starts to slip, meaning their behavior isn't matching up to when you first met them, it's probably time to cut them loose and move forward with your life and to not try to figure out what their problem is. Because that's what the narcissist wants. They swoop in to help you. Or vice versa. And then after several months have passed of this perfect relationship or perfect friendship, they let their mask slip to see if you will stick around and to see if they have you properly bonded to them or not. You see that video I was talking about regarding that lady that confessed to be a narcissist. She talked about how she would purposely love bomb people so they wouldn't leave her when she let her mask slip. She flat out admitted it. It's amazing. This is what these individuals do. They either swoop in to be the hero, or they let you be the hero. And then once they have you addicted to their friendship or relationship, they either go cold, or distant, or they criticize you for no reason, or they argue or whatever. Take a look back. And you might say, I remember when that global problem was going on. I was so scared and talked about it over and over to this person. I overshared that I didn't have any family that loved me. And they came to me with the perfect lines and the perfect help. And I thought I won the jackpot as a friend. And now they are acting like a different person. And you will hopefully see this person that is criticizing you for no reason is the real person. Not the nice person you met months before. And actually this person that is criticizing you is much worse in fact. They are just giving you a taste of what is to come. But with that being said, please know it's normal to be afraid and to have fears. It's perfectly normal. But the more you share these fears aloud, the more you are ringing the dinner bell for the narcissist. But so you can get these fears off of your chest. Ask yourself, can you deal with this or that fear on your own? Is there a solution? You are scared to learn a new skill. Well, maybe you might talk to someone that is learning that new skill without telling them your fears. But to learn more information so you are less fearful. Maybe you might make a blog. Or you might make videos helping others. But also learning more about yourself. And also helping yourself in the process. And you might vet a friend or two over a long period of time with healthy boundaries and consistent behaviors on both parties' part. And though doing all of this isn't a lock that you will never deal with a narcissist again. Because we deal with them every day. That's the fact of life. But we can minimize the amount we deal with them and attract them in our lives. With that said, I appreciate your great comments and ideas for videos. I will be doing more like this. I also thank you for your subscriptions and you helping this channel grow. It really means a lot to me. It really does. Because the more channels like this grows, the more the power of the narcissists in the world weaken. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.